Dear Dirk, thank you so much for your introductory remarks. I have pleasure in sharing some information with our audience today. I will therefore start my presentation mode as follows. First of all, again, a very warm welcome. As I said before, this webinar is going to be recorded and the recordings will be shared with you later through the INSTO website, for which we will send out relevant information. We have a very exciting program for you prepared with 3 INSTO members presenting their experiences in meshing tourism seasonality at the destination level. And here I have especially pleasure in informing you, Lana, my next slide. Just a second. Update exactly. I have special pleasure in introducing you later to a speaker from Yucatan. I briefly wanted to update you on the current number of INSTO members. We have since last week 36 members in the INSTO network, with Yucatan from Mexico just joining us last Friday. That means we have 36 INSTO members that are comprised as follows. Namely, we have 14 in Asia and the Pacific, 10 in the Americas, and 12 in Europe. We have several new candidates in the pipeline and will be able to welcome new INSTO members in the coming weeks from around the globe. Having said that, I briefly wish to refer to our tools and resources and other useful information that INSTO members and INSTO friends have access to through our UNWTO INSTO website, as shown here. Also the webinars, you know that this is the second round of webinars. We call it the INSTO Insights webinar, where we are tackling the 11 key issue areas that INSTO members are obliged to measure or undertake efforts in measuring those. Having said that, please have a look also at our repository of tools and resources that we have prepared for you, where you find useful information. I wish to mention that this is work in progress, and we invite you, when you visit the site and you have more information that you believe can be shared on this particular website, please feel free to reach out to us and share this information with us so that we can upload it on this website. The repository touches upon the 11 key issue areas where we put the information, in particular with regards to today's topic, namely tourism seasonality. I wish to refer to this particular site where we have prepared information like the excerpts from the Indicators of Sustainable Development of Tourism Destinations book, the book that we consider one of the most important guidance books for the use of indicators at the destination level from the year 2004. Having said that, here is the book as such presented and an excerpt that you can find also online on the repository. Having said that, we have undertaken the research and the work to put together the available indicators that are out there to measure seasonality. So on one side, you have the UNWTO indicators from the book that I just mentioned, but you also have ETIS from the European Tourism Information System and GSTC. Here is the compilation of those available indicators. With regards to the indicators from UNWTO, please note the ones in yellow as the so-called baseline indicators that are available and are suggested to be used when measuring tourism seasonality. We have a total of 19 indicators identified. Some of them are from ETIS, also highlighted here. At the same time, we have undertaken the effort to look at the 36 INSTO members and to see which indicators they are using. While we will hear from 3 INSTO members how they are measuring it, here is a short overview on the 36 members and which indicators they are using. When you look on the left side, the second row, you will see an overview on which indicators they use, while also in green color are those indicators that have not been found neither in ETIS, neither in UNWTO indicators overviews. Having said that, here is, I know that you can't read the upper line and the lines on the left side. However, it shows which indicators the observatories are using. Based on this research we know today, and that the most often used indicators for measuring tourism seasonality by our INSTO members is, I believe, very common indicators that most destinations are using, namely international and domestic tourist arrivals, per month or quota, but also occupancy rates for licensed accommodation per month, as well as the total average length of stay. Another aspect that I briefly wish to mention is the Genie coefficient that several INSTO members are measuring or using for measuring seasonality. We will hear more about this one today by our colleague from Mallorca. Having said that, I'm coming already to an end with my short introductory remarks to the topic of tourism seasonality, and wish to briefly refer to our next Insights webinars, namely the next one is already in February on the topic of water. I also wish to briefly refer to our annual INSTO meeting in 23, which we are planning to hold on Thursday and Friday, 19 and 20 October 23. This is an in-person meeting that we wish to have with you in Madrid, in our headquarters of UNWTO. With this, I'm coming to an end. Thank you so much for your attention, and I give back the floor to Dirk for presenting our first speaker. Thank you so much.